Are you ready to break the chains of poverty over your life? Well, the doctor has the remedy. The book, The 10 Commandments to Black Economic Power, is here right now, written by the People Scholar, finance PhD, Dr. Boyce Watkins. Also, buckle your seatbelt because summer 2023 B1, the movie, is about to launch. You definitely don't want to miss that. And here's what you all been waiting for. The All Black National Convention is making a stop in Atlanta. That's right, we coming to the A. October 2023. Make sure you go to boycewatkins.com to get your tickets, or we'll have the link in the description box as well. And if you're about your money, like you better be, right? I need everybody to text the word stock to the number 31996 to receive free Dr. Boyce Watkins stock alert. All right, man. So Uncle Luke is pissed off because he was not invited to the celebration of hip hop. Now, a lot of people perform there. I mean, we can go through, numerous names of people that performed at the celebration. A lot of people from New York, Nas, Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne, Lil Kim, Wu Tang, Fat Joe. We can go on and on. Well, he was not invited, so he had something to say earlier on his Twitter account, and I want to go through what he said. Right. I think it's pretty interesting. Then I'll, give you the truth behind it. Now, you put hip hop fans from Florida, don't be upset. They didn't recognize your favorite Florida artist as part of the hip hop 50-year celebration. The industry has never considered us hip hop from the time I started hip hop in the South. You can only imagine the names they called us: country, beauty music, trash music. I can go on and on. The disrespect towards Florida hip hop still to this day. We fight for our respect, and you have stood behind us every step of the way. We will continue fighting. There will be a day this year when we come together and celebrate for the hip hop artists from the top of the state to the bottom. We love you. Thank you for your support. Now. A lot of people, debunked his report, pretty much said that Trina was there. And from what I hear, Trina did perform. She's a part, definitely, of it. I don't know if Trick Daddy was there. I'm not sure. Slip and Slide. But it's a lot of people that came from Florida. Plies, Rick Ross, Trick Daddy. And I can remember, my brother, he spent a lot of times in Florida, like Fort Myers area. And back in the day when he came up, he the one who put me on the Florida hip hop scene. Trick Daddy, Plies. I don't know if he was listening to Rick Ross then, but definitely like Trick Daddy. And, being down there, you was going to listen to that music. Up here, it took us a little while to get accustomed to it, but when we began to hear it, we began to hear, that, all them joints like that. We rock with that. Like, we was like, okay, this is different. I rock with Trick Daddy. Okay, look at Trina, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So, Plies and all that. So, it was never a hate thing, from my perspective, with Florida hip hop artists. Now, at first, I thought Master P was corny. I thought the No Limit joint was kind of corny. I didn't like the Hot Boys at first. I ain't really listen to UGK like that coming up, honestly. Ours was like Jay-Z. I listened to Big Pun, Jay-Z. I was rocking with the Terror Squad, Rough Riders, DMX, Nas. That was the stuff that most of us listened to. Not saying that people from the North don't listen to the South, because I know a lot of people who rock with the South heavy. I'm like, damn. But hey, to each his own. Everybody got their own preferences, right? But I think he has a point to a certain extent. Maybe he should have been invited. Maybe more artists from Florida should have been invited. But it's like, even like the podcast thing. Like, you're always going to have somebody that's going to be disgruntled because if they're not included in something. That's just what it is, Do I think he should have been in it? Yes. From his history, how he fought Congress for freedom of speech and hip hop and freedom of speech in general, I think he definitely should have been included in it. I think anybody that was prominent from Florida should have been included in it. You got so many different regions: the West Coast region, Memphis region, Florida region, Georgia, New Orleans. Like the South, Texas is represented very, very heavily in hip hop. So many different states, just like the North: Philadelphia, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Delaware. All these different, even Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, like all these different places, Virginia. They might be more considered the South, but there's so many different places where like hip hop's contribution is, and I think that more people probably should have been, but we can't sit up here and act like they totally excluded Florida if they had Trina there. Maybe they should have had Trick there. I'm not sure if Rick Ross performed at all, but Rick Ross definitely should have been there. You know, so that is what it is, man. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section about what Uncle Luke said. He pretty much said like he started hip hop in Florida. Now for me, I don't know. I don't know how true that is. I'm not. I know a little bit about Florida hip hop history, but I don't know about that. So anybody in the comment section, you can let me know. I know about New York hip hop history, a little bit more about West Coast and even Southern hip hop history, as it like pertains to Atlanta and shit like that. But as far as Florida, I couldn't tell you. But I know he was definitely one of the pioneers. I could definitely tell you he was one of the pioneers, man. So that's my thoughts on it. That's definitely my thoughts on it. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I think it's dope. I think it's dope when people speak out. And he had a lot of artists that stood up for him. Snoop Dogg was one that stood up for him. And a few other people, pretty much condoned what he said. But other people in the comments was kind of going at him like, yo, you crying, this, that, and the third. And I would never say that. You know what I mean? I think that's disrespectful to say that he's crying. But you want to be included. Like if you were at the inception and started something and you were, a pioneer in whatever region or whatever aspect of what you done, you want to have your fucking recognition. I can't be mad at that. Like you want to have your recognition for starting something and people taking from you and blowing up, and now you don't want to mention me. I feel him on that. I can feel him on that 100%. What you mean you don't want to mention me? I was one of the dudes that got this shit popping for Florida. How you not gonna mention me? There will be no Trina. There will be no, whatever without what I did. Maybe he feels that way, and I can't get mad at him for feeling that way. I just can't. So, like I said, I'm going to fall back. Hey, the website is hiphopun.com. That's hiphop.un.com. Check us out. Also, if you want to advertise right before the video, each video that we do here on Hip Hop News Uncensored, email me right now at OGOD. That's OGOD at hiphopun.com. That's OGOD at hiphopun.com. Also, make sure, right? Double check to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're subscribed, you know what I mean? Also, hit the notification bell and select the option that says get all notifications. And if you're not subscribed, double check and make sure you subscribe. And, that way you can get breaking news as it happens here. One last thing, make sure you leave a comment. I want to hear Florida, and I want to hear every other region. I want to hear what you guys got to say about Uncle Luke not being involved. And smash the like button, the thumbs up button on the way out. Peace.